Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. I just got back from the beach with my friend. Let me show you what we got. Here's just a quick look of all the things we got today, including that fun find. I'm going to get him cleaned up and then I'll show you a little closer what we got. Here's another fun find. Got all the scallops. Is a shark side. Scallops. These are cool and a lot of times have holes in them. Look at that! So the first grouping of seashells I want to show you are all these scallops I found. And I'm not for sure where I'm going to put this in the video, if you've already seen me finding a bunch of scallops, or it's going to be at the end. But I just kept picking them up. Look at them. Aren't they cool? I just love the colors. Look at this one. And I have made jewelry out of these before. In fact, I had a friend of mine contact me when she saw that I had some pretty scallops. And she wanted me to design a necklace for her, and I did that several years ago, and that was a lot of fun to do. These are gorgeous, and I haven't done anything but clean the sand off of them. I haven't put them in muric acid or anything like that. I don't like to work with muric acid. I like them to be as natural as possible. This is a part of a scallop, just a fragment. I thought that would be nice to just wire wrap up. And none of these have holes in them. So, well, this one does, but it's just because it's damaged, but that's okay. But they don't have holes in them, so they will need to be either have a hole drilled in them, which I'd be afraid they'd kind of maybe crack, or I would have to wire them. Here's an example of what I'm talking about, wiring a shell. This is a scallop that I found, I think it was last week on Cocoa Beach. All these I have found beachcombing along the shores of Cocoa Beach. But don't they make a fun little simple pendant that you just put on an existing chain? Or I could fancy it up and put more beads on a piece for it. Okay, now let me show you some more shells I got. Now most of these are fragments, of shells. These actually came from a scallop, and they will look really nice wire wrapped. And I'll show you an example of that in a little bit. And look at these. This one here looks like it came from a very thick shell, and it's been tumbled. Same here. Isn't that pretty? There's another one. I love these colors in here. This one's really pretty cool. I think they're all cool. There's another thick one. Look at those colors. There's another pretty thick one. I think I would hang it like that. And then we have pieces of shark size here. Well, this one actually, except for the hole there, whoops, it's pretty much a whole one, as is this one. There's a piece of a shark side. Another piece. Look at this guy, isn't he cute? He's not a fragment. He is pretty much the whole thing. I actually heard that there is another substance that's not muric acid, that's like muric acid, and it's safe, that you can use. And I'm actually doing some investigating on that. And I'm kind of tempted to get some and try it out, especially on these really pretty shells that I bet will brighten up with that. Look at that. And here's a fragment of a shell. This looks like it's a top of a whelk or a conch. And look at this. Isn't this pretty? And let me show you what I mean by wiring them up. You could use them as some type of an ornament. Maybe you can hang it on your Christmas tree, or put it on your rear view mirror. Or you could just make a necklace like this one. Look at these fun things. This was actually the very first shell that I picked up. I was really excited to find this one. And after I picked this one up, I saw another really big one, and I went to chase it. I saw that the ocean gave it to me, but then it took it away. And as I was chasing it, well, I didn't fall completely in the ocean, but I got pretty wet. At least I didn't get my phone wet. So we have the rest of these are just little fragments, or big fragments actually. Look at that one. This would make a good ornament. Or, you know, you could get a piece of driftwood or some other type of wood and make like a chine. Look at that. And I thought this one was really cool. Kind of reminds me of a crown. It's pretty heavy. That's pretty cool. I have some plans for this one. I don't know if it'll work out, but hopefully it will. So then here's some more big ones. Look at this. Now the other day I was with my sister out on the beach, and she found a bigger one of these. I think these are, they look like angel wings. I think they're angel, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, she had found one that looked just like this, but it was quite a bit bigger. And she's like, oh, these would be so cool to use on one of my dolls. I wish I could have the other side of that. And I looked down, and guess what I found? It was actually the other side. It was one just like this, just the opposite end. So I gave it to her, and I'm anxious to see what she's going to do with that. This is an oyster shell, but you know what? It reminds me of a peacock tail. Isn't that cool? And we have another fragment here. I think I'm going to experiment with this one. If I do get that safe, I'm going to call it safe muric acid. I don't know what exactly it's called, but that may be something to experiment with. And this is really pretty. This one has a little bit of a hole. Oh, no, it isn't a hole. I thought it was. It's interesting how you get these inclusions in some of these shells. Look at these. And see, there is a hole there. And this might be fun to dangle off of some type of a wall hanging or something, as this would be too. And then you'll see in the video that my friend found a really cool shell. It's almost like this part of it, like the top part was being peeled off or something. Because you can tell this part's thicker than this, but not much. I've never seen anything like that before. Have you seen anything like this before? If you have, let me know down in the comment section below. I have this shell. And then these shells, a lot of times I'll find these with holes in them, but I wasn't so lucky today. But at least I was lucky enough to find them. Aren't they beautiful? I'm thinking I might be able to find some type of a bail to glue on there, to do some investigating on that. And remember this? They were together and they broke. I knew they would, but I could probably glue them back together. But they were all together. I found them just like that, sitting there waiting for me to pick up. And then last but not least are all the shells that I found this time with natural holes in them, like this. And I already have plans for a lot of them, particularly these kind. I am working on getting some new listings in my shop. Might not be for a couple weeks, but because I'm still at my mom's house and I have all my chain at home. So I can't really do much more than just wiring these up, and then I'm going to get my chain and put a clasp on it. But these are really pretty cool. I love the simplicity of these pieces. But they should be in there by June. And I have big ones and I have little ones. Most of them are white like this. Let me ask you a question. Do you like bigger pieces? Or are you more of the dainty piece type of person? Again, let me know down in the comment section below. But look at all the ones I found with holes in them. And that's my shell haul for today. Hoping to have another shell haul soon. It's always fun to go and walk up and down the beach and enjoy the crashing waves and the birds flying overhead and the breeze and the nice sun shining on me. I just love everything about going out there and hunting for shells. And stay tuned, because at the end, while we were there, we actually saw somebody catch a shark. And I got a little bit of footage of that shark. It was a nurse shark, I do believe. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.